side control. I know he wants to shrimp, turning onto his left side to put me back in his guard and do all that stuff, yeah. So from there, I'll switch twister side control. But sometimes he doesn't turn, wee bitch. Okay, so I can't wait here all day. So I can manufacture the same response. It's called the hog tie. So my left hand grabs the foot on the near side leg. I'll pull it towards me, and my right hand that was hugging his hip reaches through and grabs the toe. Okay. I let go of my left hand. It comes over the top and finds his heel. Don't let me turn you onto your side. Okay, so it's easy. I'm in the same position. I don't even need to do the fishing out of the love handle. From there, I just hook the leg. I do the same stuff again. I already have the leg. So I just pass this through. Okay. You can't visually look to see what you're doing. It's a feel thing. And then I roll and I'm back in the truck again. Okay. So from that position, we can go through all the stuff. Calf crank, crotch ripper, banana split. Usually for our twister, I want to really attack this leg. So sometimes I'll stick it under my armpit. I think it's called wheelchair. It's like an Achilles lock, and I'll just bring this through. So I put the sharp bit of my wrist underneath this Achilles, and then I open a hand and I start driving this through here. And sometimes his response is he'll reach with that left hand, to try and remove these grips. Yeah, the second he does, I just get baseball bat control here. Now this looks really cool, but it's not. I've let go of his leg now, so he's going to start kicking the crap out of this leg right here to remove my control. So it becomes a battle here, So I have to make sure that I'm adjusting and keeping this leg controlled with mine. And I'm not going to stay here forever. There's 3 steps to finish the twister. Okay, first one is I bring this behind the back of my head. Okay. The second one is I want to bring my hand then behind him here. But this is never really going to happen, because the second I reach with this hand, he's going to use that hand, to stop me. Don't let me put this arm behind the back of your head, and then you can get into a whole fight, a battle. So I think the easiest way to do it is, from baseball bat control, I just do this, I just turn my hip, which lifts his back off the mat. And now from there, I just bring my hand underneath, and I drop him back down again. And now it's where I want it to be. Third battle. My left hand lets go. I pinch this, so we can't pull it out. And now I'm looking for my hand, but now this hand's stopping. But anytime he grabs the wrist, grab it, I just swim inside. So I don't be over the neck. I bring it to the top of his head. I get a palm-to-palm grip, and I bring his left ear to his left shoulder as I straighten this bottom leg. Okay? So it's like a spine crank. So again, one more time. So, side control. I switch, twister side control. He doesn't turn into me. So go for the hog tie. Grab the near side shin, pull it towards his arse. Right comes underneath, grabs the toe. Left comes over the top, grabs the heel. And now I have a massive lever to this body. I just bring this leg up, which turns him onto his left side. So we can hook that leg. And now I have this leg. So it's just a matter of feeding my bottom leg, my right, underneath, getting it behind the back of my knee, and getting my lockdown on. And then I roll over my right shoulder and I'm into the truck again. Okay, so again, we can attack those submissions. If I'm probably trying to get a twister, I'll just put this under my left armpit. That wheelchair submission. Sharp bit of my wrist underneath his Achilles. Make a fist. Right hand, palm of the hand, I just dram that in. That's the submission there. But his left hand will come over and try to break that grip. The second it does, baseball bat control. But again, this leg's free now, and he's going to be booting this off, so I have to really keep control. So I'm not going to hang around here. I just put this behind the back of my head. Okay? Now it becomes a battle to get this hand, because now he'll stop to try and, he'll use his hand. He doesn't want me getting behind the back of his head. Sometimes he'll even put his head on the mat. So now I can't get underneath it. So from baseball bat control, I'm on my right hip. Because I'm controlling his hips, I just turn on my left hip, which sets him up. And now I just bring this behind and drop him back down again. So the hand's already where it should be. So now it's a battle for me to get here. So it's who can get there the quickest. But even if he makes a grip, just pummel. Find your hand. but I don't stay on his neck, I go a little bit higher. So I'm cranking his head, bring his left ear to his left shoulder as I straighten my lockdown with a twister. Just use your arms so you can see him on it. So again, side control. Switch the twister side control. Again, see that arm, that bottom arm, I gotta smear that out. I'm looking for that open elbow because there's other things I can do from this position. If he doesn't turn into me, okay, I'll manufacture the same response with the hog tie. So my left hand grabs the near side shin, I pull it towards his foot. Right hand grabs the toes. The left comes over the top and grabs the heel. Don't let me turn you onto your side. This is a massive lever to the body. Just by pulling this up, okay, and then from that position, that's why it's called hog tie. Use your imagination. So from there, my left foot comes over and I hook the leg. Okay, I already have this grip, so it's just a matter of bringing my bottom leg through. I'm using my other leg to feed it. Okay, so this left leg feeds it. Put the back of my foot behind the back of my knee. I have my lockdown on, and I roll over on my right shoulder and go into the truck. Okay, so we've all our different submissions that we have. We try and get a response. Because most likely he's going to T-Rex these hands. Yeah, or they keep him tucked to his body. He doesn't want this here out at all. So I'll be pulling this towards me, sticking it under my armpit, and getting this wheelchair submission. Once I get the sharp bit of my wrist under here, I can push straight up to get the submission. But a lot of the times this hand comes in, and again, pulling on the leg's no good. You want to try and start to remove my grip. The second he's trying to remove that grip, I just get baseball bat control here. But I have to be careful with this leg because he's going to be booting this off and stuff, yeah? And this becomes a battle of me keeping a triangle here. Yeah, try to kick it off, boom, and then I come back to the end of the lever again. So from baseball bat control, I just bring this behind my head. Okay? Now, for me to get this behind is another battle. And he keeps his head on the mat, yeah, and I don't want him snagging this because now this is no good for me, so I'll come back to here. Okay? Then I'll bring it back again. I'll sit him up. I just sit him forward. Bring my arm behind, and then he drop him down again. So my hand is where it should be. And it doesn't really feel that threatening now. So now from here, this is coming over. If he grabs it on the way, I just roll my wrist, find the neck, but I don't crank it on the neck, I bring it to the top of his head. So it's this kind of grip here, the back of my hands against the back of his head. From there, left ear to left shoulder, and I straighten that bottom leg. So it's like a spine crank. Okay, so let's play with that, guys.